Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is CC Artist, and this video is just about how I draw eyes, how I learned to draw eyes, and I hope it helps you if you struggle with drawing eyes. And I'll just be talking about like some of the realizations that I had to go through about drawing eyes and basically anything. So the first thing that I want to discuss about drawing eyes are references. Let me repeat that again. References. References. And I really want to talk about references because I feel like beginner artists that want to draw eyes can fall into the same trap, that I did when I was really beginning to draw and make art, draw eyes and basically anything. And this trap is thinking that you don't need references for anything, especially eyes, since that's the topic of this video. So I remember that I would draw eyes and I would not use references. Because of this, I would draw eyes with a half circle on top, and on the bottom of the eyes that I drew, a half circle on top and on the bottom, and then they would look really flat. And at the time, I was trying to draw realistically. And what made it even worse was that I thought I knew what eyes looked like. But every time I drew eyes, I would forget the upper eyelid and the lower eyelid. So on top of your eyes, some people don't have, double eyelids, some have monolids, but you have a lid there. And I would forget to make that indentation that, there's a ball in that eye, that is not flat 2D. So as you can see, I thought I knew what eyes looked like because I see eyes every day basically, but you still need the references. Until you've drawn multiple eyes, just use references. So the eyes that I drew would look really flat, and at the time I was trying to draw realistically. So that's why I really urge you guys to use references, because you get to see what an eye looks like right in front of you, that you could draw instead of an image of what you remember an eye looks like, that you would draw that image in your mind. But it's way better to just have that image in front of you. So I just want to make a note that you guys can draw the eye that I'm drawing. I have the references in the video, so you guys can look at the top right screen and you guys would see the reference that I'm using for the eyes I'm drawing. But yeah, it's way better to draw the thing that's in front of you than to draw it from memory, right? So even just drawing like a human, we see people every day, I don't know your situation, but if you've lived normal life or whatever, you see people every day. So why can't you draw the human figure? Why can't you draw clothes realistically? That's because you're drawing what you remember, and you're not always looking for those details, right? I never thought about the elbow till I started drawing. And I would look back at my old art and I'm I don't know how the elbow looks. I don't even know how it's really structured, even now. I've never tried to study it, but unless I'm using references, when I draw the arm, the elbow part always looks off. The crease of the arm looks off, right? So that's why I use references for eyes, because there's things you see on a daily that you cannot draw because you just don't look at the details unless you really think about, I'm gonna draw it later, so let me try to see what it actually looks like right now. So when I draw eyes, I usually draw them stylized, but I don't really have a specific style that I can call my own yet. I'm just drawing however however it fits the painting. I don't have a specific style. So references, but even though I don't have a specific style I'm going for, references are still very helpful, even though I'm not trying to draw realistically now. And they just bring the eyes, to another level. But if you draw like, very stylized art where you really just have like, or maybe even simplified where you just have a curve and then another curve on the bottom, and you just have like a little circle in between, and you have another circle to bring up the highlights, then I can see why you don't really care about references, because you're drawing stylistically. I hope that's a word. But if you're not doing that and you would like to really bring your eyes and like your illustrations to another level, just use references. Yeah, that's how I draw eyes, guys. Just use references. That's the secret that this video is about. Use references. So I know that's the secret that I said this video is about, but let me I know that you guys can't exactly see what I'm drawing because of the angle, and I'm so sorry for that. You guys can't see my strokes, like the lines, like very well because of the angle positioning of the camera, like it's behind my hand. And I wasn't really thinking when I positioned the camera well. I'm still trying to learn how to really set it up and see how I like it. But I still think you could see like maybe half of what I'm doing, and I'm sure it'd be helpful. But as you can see, I'm drawing different eyes. I drew 4 eyes in this video, and then I paint one of them, and I just painted that one because I really liked how it turned out. It was the one I drew before this one, I believe, before the one on the screen right now. But yeah, it was that one. That's the one I'm gonna paint. So I was really excited with how that came out. Even with me saying this, like, I barely use references as well, so that's why I just made like a video to kind of hold myself and people that don't use references accountable. Like, use references, like I feel like when we all start drawing, we look up how to draw, how to draw a face, and how to draw eyes, how to draw nose, and those really help. Like I learned that you don't need to trace like the full outline of the lips or the nose, because that can make it look flat, and you could kind of like use shading to show those indentation, the form of the nose, the shape of it. And you don't always need to use lines to show all of that, and you could kind of simplify it so it could look a bit more 3D. So yeah, use references. Don't only rely on how other artists simplify their eyes, because that's how I've done it. And I still don't have a style, but you can just use references and figure out how you like to draw eyes, what you would like to bring out about the eyes that you really want to draw. And that could be your style if that's how you want it. But I don't really know nothing about style, so let's not bring style into this. But I just want to let you know the eye that I was drawing right there, the eyelashes, oh my goodness, those eyelashes, they killed me. I did not know how to draw her eyelashes because I barely draw eyelashes in my eyes. I only draw the line art, and as you can see, they looked off. But I didn't say I was a professional artist. As you can see, I'm not. But you guys can see that, like, the reference that I was looking at, the person in the reference, they're using fake lashes, I believe, right? And they were so big, I didn't know how to bring them out. I don't know, I usually don't draw eyelashes because of this reason, and even if I do, I keep it minimal. But I kind of wanted to stick to a reference, and that didn't really work out, but I know it looks okay. But that's just, with practice it'll obviously be better. But that's just one of the things I have to work on, drawing eyelashes and stuff. And that's just me, like, just professing that out in the world. Like, let me hold myself accountable. Like, I need to use references to learn how to draw eyelashes, because I can't just avoid it because I don't know how to. But as you guys can see, I am painting, I believe that's the third eye. And oh my goodness, I love how it came out. So the reason why I really like this one was because her face, the girl in the reference, she was at I believe what do you call it? So a quarter angle? No, a 3/4 angle. So her face was definitely angled, turned to a side. It wasn't profile, it was between front and profile. So that's a 3/4 angle, right? So although her eye wasn't really angled, it didn't really look like there was like an angle to it. There definitely was, and you can see how like I put a line to show how her nose was kind of blocking the tip of the eye. So I really like how this turned out. Like, as you guys can see, like I was kind of playing with the colors on her eyelids. I put a little pink artwork over there, and then I really like the shadows. I like how I drew the eyelashes. This is the kind of eye I want to draw. And the thing is, as you can see, they had makeup on. So the girl in the reference picture here also had makeup on. She had like a white eyeliner, but it wasn't right on top of her eye. It was more on her eyelid right there. So that's that line, that white line that I drew over there. I like how I drew her actual iris. Let me search it up real quick. I don't even know the anatomy of the eye, guys. This is, and honestly, man, I don't think I want to learn the name. I'm never going to be able to remember these. Even though I want to work in medicine, I'm going to have to. So, drawing her actual iris. The iris is the colorful part of the eye. Okay, so I was right over there. I was right. Drawing her iris. That's the colorful part of the eye. I kind of like the purplish, brownish, grayish color. I really like how it turned out. As you can see, if you guys don't know yet, I'm proud of myself. One thing, because I'm using the Davinci Resolve to edit this, and it's going so smooth. Like I was like debating like how I was going to do this video, because the Davinci Resolve sometimes laggy, but this new update, the 18 version or whatever, it's doing its thing. That's all I can say. Like it works so better, way better. I was able to edit the pictures because I didn't know how to do that on Davinci because I'm still new. But yeah, by the way, this illustration was in Clip Studio Paint X, and damn, I have to save up money to be it because my subscription is ending for it soon. But anyway, this is it. Thank you for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts. Bye. Oh, and remember, references.